YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Otis Blue coming to you with another freaking video. Hey man, I'm here, driving to the gym right now, about to get this back day done. Just wanted to do a quick video and let y'all know about the new video that Richard Hart did, the interview he did with Fresh and Fit. If y'all haven't seen it yet, go to Fresh and Fit YouTube channel. Just type in Fresh and Fit. It should be the last second video they uploaded. He had one where he just did a full video on crypto. It's like 2 hours long. Then there's another one where they do like after hours with girls and all that stuff. That one is like another 2 hours. Go see the one with him talking about crypto and stuff.
Is you don't actually have to pay that if you're rich. You just get a loan on your assets, and then you don't pay any tax because you didn't actually make money and you didn't actually sell anything. You didn't actually realize any gain. You got a loan, and you pay interest on your loan, but you don't pay income tax. So you might pay like a couple % interest on your loan, but you're not paying income tax, and so your money's still in the market making money. So first we got from 35, and this is a high income bracket, from 35 down to 20. But now, if you want to, you can go to roughly zero by just getting loans on your assets instead of selling anything and realizing any gains at all. Yep. So if you're rich, you actually pay a lot less tax.
Yeah.
If you're smart. It's the same if your parents die and you poor, you ain't got no trust, you ain't got no will, you ain't got nothing, but you go into probate court and get messed up. But if you're rich, you gift everything to the trust. Mom dies, dad dies, trust didn't die, no taxes. Just someone else gets to use it now. Yep. So rich people, rich get richer. Join that club, hex.com.
Free. And you can see the other one if you want to. I watched both. So I wasted 4 hours of my life watching these interviews. But I watch YouTube videos all the time. But for Richard Hart, I wouldn't say it's a waste. Anyway, just wanted to give y'all an update on that. Hey, and it's all good news, guys. Like, that, to me, the interview he did with Fresh and Fit, in my opinion, was one of his best interviews. Why? Not because they're hip-hop-ish or they're in that culture, but he just seems more loose. He seems more comfortable, and whenever he's like that, his interviews are extremely good. He had a couple other interviews he's done where he was comfortable like this, but I feel like this was one of his best videos by far, in my opinion. He gave a lot of nuggets in there. And the reason I want to do this video, obviously I got emails from you guys, because he also tackled talking about leverage again, trading, margin, and all that stuff. And like, guys, I never said I'm against what he says about trading, leverage, and margin and stuff like that, right? Yes, those are risky. Just because I'm doing it don't mean you need to do it. Those are risky, right? And a lot of you guys look at Richard Hart as like your dad or your big brother, right? Yeah, he has that figure. And rightfully so. He knows what he's talking about. But just because that's how he feels doesn't mean that that you don't have to do it, right? For example, your parents, right? They'll tell you go to your parents for their opinion, but just because they have an opinion don't mean you do everything that they say. You take their opinion into consideration because they have a lot more experience than you, right? They're going to be right more times than you, but you still got to make the decision on your own, right? So when you tell your mom, hey, what do you think about me becoming a full-time investor? And she's like, no, that's stupid. People lose money in the markets. You should go be a doctor or a lawyer. Is she wrong? No, because most of the people that get into investing and trading and any sort of vehicles like that, they lose money over time, right? So she's not wrong, but it's still something you want to do. You still should follow your dreams. If you lose, you lose, but at least you decided to do something that you wanted to do. And this happened to a lot of people. They follow advice of other people, including parents and close family members, never follow their dreams, and then the stuff doesn't work out, right? Now, mind you, it might work out in the end. You might become a doctor or a lawyer like your parents told you to do, but you may not like it. Right? So all I'm saying is do what you feel is right for you, what you love to do. If it's your passion, go ahead and do it. Now, back to PulseChain, Hex, and PulseX, and all that stuff, right? Like I said, everything Richard says, I agree with. And in the video, he made another good point, right? Where he said he loves Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and those guys 90% of the time, and 10% of the time, he don't agree with 10% of the things they said. Same thing with us, right? We don't have to agree with 100% of the things that Richard says, right? If you do, you do. I agree with almost everything he says, but as far as the trading and the margin, I disagree. That the numbers are real, yes. Tons of people lose money. Tons of people. The majority of people are going to lose money trading and using margin and leverage. But there's a small percentage of people that don't. I don't lose when I'm trading margin and leverage. You know why? I'm trading 1x leverage. Just in his interview, he talks about the scam wicks and all that. It doesn't happen to me. You know why? Because I'm only using 1x leverage. So that wick would have to go so low or so high to hit my stop loss. It just won't happen, because that stock is going to have to do a crazy move on 1x leverage. If you're doing 10x, 20x, all those crazy leverages, of course, one of those wicks are going to hit your stop loss and you're going to lose everything, right? But that's not the strategies I'm doing. If you follow me and you follow this channel, you will learn about all these strategies. Some of the things I talked about already, some of the things I'm going to continue to talk about. I have other videos coming up where I'm going to show you guys these strategies in depth. But those strategies, I'm not doing crazy I'm doing 1x leverage, guys. It's basically not even leveraging at all, but it's that one small little 1x leverage that can change everything, right? When I'm trading, I'm not trading or using leverage to get rich quick. This is a slow process. And trust me, I learned the hard way of trying to use 5x and 10x leverage, because you get stopped out a lot. So everything he says I agree with, because in trading I've learned that. But I recoup those losses by lowering down the margin and stuff like that. Now, I think the interview that he did, that was a whole long rant, by the way. If you're still with me right now, congratulations. That was a long rant. Anyway, but I think that interview he did with Fresh and Fit is one of his best interviews, and it will be one of the markets that catapult us, guys, because Fresh and Fit channel is huge, is blowing up right now, and because of the way he was on that interview and the other interview he did, it just shows another side of him, and people are going to trust him more and trust the platform more, Hex and PulseChain and PulseX, because you get to see him as an individual and not always talking about just regular the regular dumb questions these interviews people be asking him all the time, like, oh, when are we gonna do another 10,000x? What do you think, Richard? It was a very diverse interview that he just did, and he covers everything, and especially the one with the girls. It shows him is a different character of him that you probably would have never known or never seen, and it just makes you see that, hey, he's a real person. He's it's not like this fantasy type of crypto where you don't know who the owner is or who the creator is and all this stuff, and you have no interaction. Like, for me, it keeps me at ease. And I ain't gonna lie, man, watching that interview and the feeling I got, I feel like this is gonna be huge, guys. I always felt it before, but this interview, I don't know what it did. It's just like, it just felt like home. Like I feel like PulseChain and PulseX, Hex, the whole community is gonna blow and go super catapultistic, guys, or however you pronounce that. It's gonna go to the moon, guys. Like, it just has to, you know. It's just, I just have that feeling, guys. Anyway, go watch the interviews. He put a lot of good nuggets in there. I can't squeeze all of them in this video. Just the stuff we talked about, the margin trading, and I agree with him, but disagree as far as if you have to know what you're doing, right? Like, you won't know unless you try it, and you try different ways of it. If you're doing crazy stuff, because even people lose money holding. I know everybody say nobody lose money by holding, but even people lose money by holding. There's people losing right now that's holding. All the people that bought Bitcoin to the top that's holding, they're losing right now. So it's a catch-22, right? You just have to know what you're doing. Even people that's holding need to make moves with their funds and figure out ways to not lose money, right? So obviously, if you hold long enough and whatever you're holding in is a good asset, it will eventually clear its way and get past what, the point where you could start making money from it. But everything, you can lose money in everything, guys. There's strategies and tactics, which he talked about, tactics and strategies. There's tactics and strategies for everything. You just don't want to be doing something where you're trading time for money. You want to be making money while you sleep, like he talked about in that interview. And that's why I started doing all this stuff on the channel to show y'all different ways of, because y'all are gonna make some crazy money, guys. But what are you gonna do when you make that money? When you make your 10,000x, he said something like a 12,000x and stuff in that interview. I have to go back, but guys, these are crazy numbers. Like, what are you gonna do if you make a 10,000x, guys? What are you gonna do with that money? Right? You're not gonna hold the whole thing forever, right? You gotta get out at some point to reap the benefits. But what are you gonna do when you reap the benefits? That's why you gotta get into other things, like they talked about in the interview. Some other guy was on there, I forgot his name, but he's into real estate, right? And buying businesses. You need to do that type of stuff as well, guys, so that you're getting residual income, passive income, right? Passive income, like owning properties, like I talked about, building your portfolio. You own a couple properties, you get rent from it, and eventually you own enough properties, the rent that you're getting from these properties can take care of you for the rest of your life, your family's life. And when you pass away, these properties go down to your family, and now you create generational wealth. It's that's how it is, guys. Anyway, this video's been long enough. Pulling up to the gym right now. Already had my creatine, got some water, and I'm about to get this, man. Y'all already know. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. You guys have been hitting that like button, and y'all been sharing these videos, and the channel's been doing good, guys, and I appreciate that. Keep doing it. And I'm doing these videos like this in the car and all these other places because you guys like it. You guys, a lot of y'all respond and say, hey, I like when you do the videos, just as you moving and not always in trying to be on a microphone and in the studio and all that type of stuff. So that's why I like doing videos like these, because you guys like it, and it makes it feel real, straight, no script, straight up the top of the dome. Anyway, again, like, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace.